There is a bird in your backyard right now that knows exactly who you are, not just in the general way animals sense movement, not just as a human figure near food. It knows you as a repeated presence. It has seen your face more times than you realize, and it has been quietly building a memory of you. Every time you step outside, every time you open that door, every time you walk across the same path in your yard, that bird is not just passing by, it is observing, and depending on what it has learned about you, it is already changing its behavior. Most people believe birds are random visitors. They come, they eat, and they leave. No attachment, no memory, no pattern. But that assumption is wrong, because your backyard is not random to them. It is a controlled environment, a repeated space, and in that space, you are one of the most important variables. Think about your daily routine. You step outside at similar times. You move in similar ways. You stand in similar spots. To you, it feels normal. To a bird, it looks like a pattern. And birds are extremely good at detecting patterns. That is how they survive. That is how they decide what is safe and what is not. So before a bird ever trusts your backyard, it watches. Not once, not twice, but over and over again, from a distance, from a branch, from a rooftop. It studies small details, how fast you move, how close you come, whether you bring food or just noise. And slowly, it builds a conclusion about you. Now, here is where things start to change. At some point, you stop being just a human. You become a specific individual in its memory. And once that happens, its behavior shifts. You might notice this in a very subtle way. You step outside and the birds are already there, not flying in, not arriving, just waiting, sitting on the same branch, facing the same direction, almost as if they expected you. This is what researchers call anticipatory behavior. But you don't need research to see it. You can feel it. Does it also happen with you? Tell me your backyard story. That strange moment when it seems like the yard is already prepared, before you even enter it. That is not coincidence. That is recognition. Now pay attention to something else. What happens when someone else enters your yard? A stranger, a delivery person, even a friend who rarely visits. The reaction is immediate. Birds pull back. They go quiet. They disappear. The energy of the space changes instantly. But when you walk out, something different happens. They don't react the same way. Some stay, some move slightly, but don't leave. That difference is not small. It is everything. Because it means one thing. They don't see you as unknown anymore. At some point during all of this, there is a moment most people miss. A bird stops what it is doing, turns its head, and looks directly at you. Not around you, not past you, at you. That moment feels short, but it is very intentional. Birds do not waste attention. For them, looking directly at something means it matters. So when a bird chooses to focus on your face, even for a few seconds, it is not random behavior, it is checking you. If you want to know more about your favorite bird, hit like and subscribe. Now, try this. Next time you are in your backyard, walk slowly from one side to the other. Do not rush, do not make noise, just move naturally, then watch carefully. You will begin to notice something subtle. Birds adjust their position. They turn, they shift. They stay aware of where you are, without flying away. This is called tracking, and it means you are part of their awareness system, not as a threat, not as prey, but as something important enough to monitor. Now, here is where it becomes even more interesting. Birds do not just learn individually, they share information, which means your reputation in your backyard does not belong to one bird, it belongs to many. If one bird learns that you are safe, others begin to act the same way. If one bird becomes cautious around you, others follow that behavior. So even birds that have never interacted with you directly already respond to you in a certain way. You are not just being watched, you are being understood. Now listen carefully to your backyard. Not what you see, what you hear. When you step outside, do birds become silent and tense, or do they continue normally? Soft sounds, light movement, no urgency. That sound difference is not small. It is a signal. It tells you how you have been categorized. Safe, unknown, or something in between. And then, there is a moment that does not feel scientific at all. A moment many people experience, but rarely talk about. A bird appears. At a time when you are not okay. Not during routine, not during normal activity, but during a quiet moment. It stays longer than expected. It does not rush away. It looks at you. And something about that moment feels different. Not logical, not explainable, just different. Maybe it is memory. Maybe it is awareness. Maybe it is something we do not fully understand yet. But one thing is clear. The birds in your backyard are not random. They are not unaware. And they are not disconnected from you. They see patterns. They remember experiences. And over time, they form a quiet relationship with the person who shares their space. So the next time you step into your backyard, pause for a second. Look around. Stay still. Because somewhere nearby, on a branch, on a wire, or just out of your direct sight, there is a bird that already knows you are there,